they are, the top 12 of the evening gown competition. When Miss USA 2002 continues, we'll announce the top 5.
Okay, the bases are loaded. We've seen them in swimsuits and evening gowns, and now the judges have narrowed down the top 12 to the final 5. Here are the choices in random order. First up, Kansas. Next we have Indiana. Step up, girl, District of Columbia. We now invite Minnesota. And rounding out our top 5, Connecticut. Well done, ladies.
So girls, this is moving so fast. We are down to the final 5. It's almost over. What do you think about the choices?
I'm happy with the choices. There were a couple of girls that were cut out that I think the girls backstage were happy they were cut out. And we're waiting for temper tantrums coming off the steps. But for the most part, we are happy with the top 5, and we think they'll represent the group well.
Great. Any surprises or disappointments?
No, I'm just excited Miss Kansas made it. She's my roommate, and she is truly as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside. So go Kansas.
We're also happy for Kelly Lloyd, Indiana. She was first runner-up in the Miss Teen USA pageant once. She's worked really, really hard. She's a hometown girl, and you've got to love that in Gary, Indiana. And Minnesota.
We love her.
We love Minnesota, too.
She is such a sweetheart. From the girls who know it the best. Now I have another question. What do you think that the judges are looking for tonight?
They're looking for poise and confidence, but also a beauty, and hopefully they can see the girls who are truly beautiful on the inside.
Great, thank you so much. You know, one really cool thing about participating in the Miss USA competition is that you get to know the 51 other delegates in a very short amount of time, like these girls. There's always a lot to talk about, trust me, but when you put 51 girls together, one particular subject always comes up.
The best pickup line I ever heard. Are you free for Christmas? Because I need an angel for the top of my tree.
Oh, yeah. So are your legs tired? Because you've been running through my head all night long.
Like you've never heard that one before.
I work the auto shows, so you have to understand. I'm standing on a turntable talking about the cars, and the pickup lines are, so do you come as an option with this vehicle, or do you come with the car? And you're like, do you think you're the first guy that's ever said that?
Okay, ladies, what do you do to get a guy's attention?
If there's a guy that I like, you gotta give him a little bit of the eye, and then step out on the floor, and shake the booty.
Girls that are all over guys, guys are like, whoa, get away.
Yeah.
But if you're just, if you're coy and you kind of sit back and you make it a challenge, then they approach you.
When you meet somebody that you really like, that's my favorite part of the dating process. Is the first kiss.
I'm always the one to do the first kiss.
Really?
Right. I'm shy. I am. I don't know why.
And she backs it up with, I'm shy.
I know. I'm the first one to give the first kiss. I don't ask them all, but once I get to know them, you know, I'm attracted to them, I'm right there.
Okay. They come to me.
You know, you're talking about how nervous you get and how romantic that first kiss is. How awesome is it when 2 years later you still have that little something?
Okay, but what if it isn't a good kiss?
Then you teach him.
Here.
You teach him.
No, you don't go out on a second date.
That's a good answer.
There's one artist that knows just how to write and perform songs that are romantic, soulful, smooth, and sexy. Guys, you could learn a thing or two, and girls, you'll be happy to know that we've got him right here. The song is Let's Stay Home Tonight, and the performer is R&B sensation Joe.
I'm staying home tonight. I don't wanna go nowhere. I'm just gonna love you, baby, all night long. I wanna rub your back and kiss your feet romantically. I wanna be yours, baby, all night long. Girl, you're reading so. It's obvious I need you. Go out my way to please you. Oh, can't you see that I need you, baby? Don't you know that I need you? There's no one else but you. Makes me wanna call the fellas and say, later, dude, 'cause I'm home forever. I just can't look at you, leave you, baby. I gotta stay right by your side. Ooh, let's stay home tonight. Just say what you've been needing. 'Cause girl, I'm here for pleasing. So tonight is all about you and me, oh baby, don't that sound alright? Oh, wanna spend some quality time. I'm talking no phone, no
Coming up, questions for the top 5 as we count down to Miss USA 2002.
I'm Roger Wexenberg, the general manager of the Railcats baseball team here in Gary, Indiana, standing at home plate in Gary, Indiana's own Field of Dreams. The new Northern League baseball team, along with the Steelheads, which is a CBA basketball team. We look forward to starting our season next year and bringing a ton of people to downtown Gary for our ballpark.
I played a lot of games and faced some pretty mean opponents, but this is one time I can say, I am glad I don't have to do this. The top 5 delegates will now have to answer a question that was submitted by the other delegates. My only advice is, ladies, just be yourself. That's what counts. Okay, we're going to start with Kansas. Please reach in and select your question. The delegate from Vermont asked, how have the events of September 11th affected you personally?
Well, personally, it has just made my family mean more to me than I could ever possibly imagine. I just really think that life is so precious, and I know that anybody that has lost someone in September 11th, they are angels now, and they're looking down at us. But it has made me realize just how important my family is to me.
Thank you. Next, we have Indiana. Please reach in and select your question. This question is from Kansas. Would you rather have a strong president with weak morals or a weak president with strong morals?
I would rather have a weak president with strong morals, because I think if someone's strong in heart, that they can become stronger people, stronger leaders. And so I feel that even though we would have a weaker presidency, he would rise to the top.
Thank you. Please take your place. You're on, District of Columbia. Please reach in and select your question. South Carolina asked, President Bush had said, America is in a war for freedom. Which freedom is most important to you and why?
The freedom that is most important to me would be active citizenship. And that's the thing that we've learned most since the events of last year. We take active citizenship. That means being informed and also volunteering. That's a freedom that we all cannot deny.
Thank you. Please take your place. Minnesota, it's your turn. Please reach in and select your question. Washington's question is, what would you do if you found out that one of your fellow delegates received these questions in advance?
Well, first of all, I don't think that it would be fair to all the other contestants, but I wouldn't feel any animosity or anything towards her, because once you get up here, all you can do is be yourself, answer the questions as they come to you, and if some contestants feel that that's an unfair advantage, then it's unfortunate, but once you're up here, you're here, and you just have to answer to the best of your ability.
Thank you. Please take your place. Finally, Connecticut. Please reach in and select your question. Missouri asks, many states legalize gambling because it's good for the local economy. Since gambling could be an addiction, would you support a casino in your home state?
Well, we have 2 casinos in our home state, Foxwoods and the Mohegan Sun. And I do realize that there is a problem with gambling. However, that some people do enjoy casinos. So I think that if we can find a happy medium where just people will have some self-control and try not to gamble all their money away, then I think we should still have casinos.
Thank you, Connecticut.
You know, girls, I think that it is so cool that you actually got to write the questions for the top 5. How did you come up with them?
They're just questions that popped out of the top of our heads, and actually some of us got together and kind of made them up together, so.
Was anybody trying to stump them?
No, I thought the question that I chose was a pretty easy one that's asked a lot and that probably they thought about a lot beforehand.
Great. Okay, now I also want to ask Ms. Vermont, where you go, how did you think she handled your question?
I thought she handled it really well, that she seemed very sincere with her answer, while some people could have been less sincere. She was really talking from her heart and doing a great job.
Great, thank you so much. Well, the pressure is on because the top 5 still have the final question. But right now, I'd like to announce the winners of 2 very special awards. On MissUSA.com, you, the public, voted for Miss Photogenic, and you chose Florida. Congratulations, Florida. Oh, she's right here. Congratulations. And for the Miss Congeniality, the delegates cast their votes and picked Montana. Here she is. Here's our big winner. The winners of both titles will each take home the Hoya Crystal Award. The delegate who wins the crown will receive a package of amazing prizes. And who better to tell us about them than our reigning Miss USA, Candace Kruger.
The new Miss USA will enjoy a luxury New York City Riverside apartment during her reign, a personal appearance wardrobe, and personal services and professional representation by the Miss Universe organization. She'll also receive a $2,000 cash prize from Blue Point Apparel, the official swimwear of Miss USA 2002. Blue Point Apparel is proud to sponsor tonight's swimsuit competition. Maurice Lacroix, the official watch of Miss USA 2002, proudly presents 2 stunning watches, the Steel Intuition with 50 diamonds and the two-tone Steel and Gold Intuition. Arpeggio International, the official cosmetic line of Miss USA 2002, presents a collection of Arpeggio cosmetics and a $2,500 cash prize. The School for Film and Television in New York City is proud to award Miss USA with a $45,000 scholarship to its 2-year conservatory program. Miss USA will be driving her new 2002 sports car, a gift from the city of Gary.
Coming up, the final question and the crowning of Miss USA 2002.
The goal of the airport is really all about economic development. 3 things are important there: jobs, jobs, and jobs. It can be the real 3rd airport for the Chicago region. We have scheduled air service. There'll be additional hotels developed. There'll be office buildings developed here. All of that together with a casino means economic development. Block by block, street by street, acre by acre, good things are happening to Gary.
We're back, and it's the final round, and the top 5 delegates will each be asked the very same final question. We begin with Kansas, but first, will the other delegates please step over to the listening station and put on your earphones so you don't hear anything we're saying. Can you hear me? Raise your hand if you can hear me. That's good. Are you okay? You ready? This is your final question. You know that, right? This is good. What do you find most mind-boggling about the opposite sex?
Oh my goodness, mind-boggling. Gosh, I would just have to say, well, I have to think of my boyfriend with this question. I would have to say the most mind-boggling thing is when guys watch sports, they become coaches when they watch sports. I mean, they feel like the TV can hear them, which is great because I'm entertained just by sitting next to them, but that's one thing that's mind-boggling to me, yes.
Thank you. And now, Indiana. This is your final question. What do you find most mind-boggling about the opposite sex?
Ooh, the most mind-boggling about the opposite sex, I think, would be the fact that, well, my boyfriend personally is watching from Florida right now, and it amazes me that he remembers all the romantic moments, but also has a tendency to forget important dates. But he makes up for it in those moments with roses and flowers and cards. But he did remember my birthday, which was here during pageant time, so I'm proud of him for that.
Thank you. And now, District of Columbia. You know that this is your final question. What do you find the most mind-boggling about the opposite sex?
I find the most mind-boggling about the opposite sex is how they think. One minute they're hot and on and they are really feeling me. The next minute they're cold and they don't call and I sit around waiting. Why didn't he call me today? So the way you guys think, that would be the thing that mind-boggles me the most, Dion.
Thank you, District of Columbia. And now, Minnesota. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This is your final question. What do you find most mind-boggling about the opposite sex?
Oh, goodness. What a question. The most mind-boggling about the opposite sex is, I guess, the way that they think. The way men think sometimes just boggles my mind. They don't seem to be as intelligent as women. but yet, opposites do attract. So, you know, obviously we are attracted to the opposite sex, and that stands the same for me.
Thank you, Minnesota. And now, Connecticut. This is your final question. What do you find most mind-boggling about the opposite sex?
Oh, boy. Oh, Lordy. No, I'm kidding. Gosh, you know what I don't understand about men is that they never share their emotions with us. You know what I mean, ladies? No, seriously. I can tell someone that I have feelings for them, and they know they have feelings for me. And they'll deny it because they're scared. I don't know. I mean, that's what can you please answer that for me, Dion?
Maybe tomorrow. Thank you, Miss Connecticut. Great job, everyone. Now it's all in the hands of these judges who will rank the top 5 in order of their personal choice. In other words, we are minutes away from the crowning of Miss USA 2002.
The top 5 are being judged right now, and I am here with Candace Kruger, the reigning Miss USA. Okay, Candace, we have both been here before. It is down to that moment. The judges are voting. I remember what it was like just standing out there, just waiting and waiting for the verdict.
Allie, I remember as well, just last year, but you know, there's nothing you can do. You've done all you can. Hopefully it was your best, and now it's just all in the hands of the judges.
Well, you know, for me, it was a weird combination of relief and tension. What's going through their minds?
I think just that. I think they're very relieved, probably a little bit of praying, or maybe a lot of praying, and just hoping that their name is called at the end.
Now, this is a pretty solid group. Did you pick any of these 5?
I picked 4 out of the 5, actually.
You're good. You're too good. Well, whoever wins Miss USA tonight gets to compete in the Miss Universe 2002 competition.
That's right. She'll get to go to Puerto Rico in May. I was there just last year, and it was an incredible experience.
So, Candace, how are you feeling right now? You were in the final moments of your reign as Miss USA.
Really mixed emotions. You know, I'm excited to get back home and get back in touch with my family and friends, but also a little sad. I can't believe it's here. I can't believe it's over.
I know. Now, I have to ask you, what did you think about that final question?
That was a great question.
I think it was great, too.
It was a really good question. The girls all seemed to answer really honestly. Some of them really lashed out.
They certainly, they just really came out and said what they felt, which is very interesting, which rarely happens in this kind of competition, because I find they always want to be sort of politically correct. And was it Minnesota who said that women are smarter than men?
I like that answer.
That was great. That was great.
I find it interesting, too, that I think 49 out of the 51 delegates all have boyfriends. So a few of them may not have boyfriends when they get home.
They may not. Let's give a prediction real quick. Who do you think's going to win?
I'm going to have to go with DC. I felt like she had a really strong answer, and she looks great overall.
Great. Okay, everybody, the votes are in, and when we come back, we'll see who will wear the crown of Miss USA 2002. Come on back.
We announce Miss USA 2002. We'd like to thank some people who helped make this night happen.
Let's give a big thank you to Deputy Mayor Suzette Rags, Chair of the Executive Host Committee.
Councilman at Large Roy Pratt, President of the Gary Common Council.
The Honorable Scott L. King, Mayor, City of Gary.
And the co-owner, along with CBS, of the Miss Universe organization, Donald Trump.
And now, Candace Kruger will take her final walk as the reigning Miss USA.
My heart is overflowing with priceless memories. During the past year, I've had the honor of working with many phenomenal charities to raise awareness and to help find a cure for breast and ovarian cancer. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of such worthy endeavors. I would like to thank God for giving me the courage to be the best Miss USA I could be. To my family, friends, and Alan Gale Clark, thank you for your endless support and encouragement. Mom, thank you for sharing your strength. You are truly my angel. Paula, Tony, and Teresa, it has been a privilege to be a part of this wonderful organization. Roston, Susie, and Esther, thanks for everything. To everyone at the Miss Universe organization, Farincom, the Matthew Rich Group, and IMC, thanks for an unforgettable year. Jillian, Marissa, Denise, and Laura, thanks for all the memories. May God continue to bless our great nation.
Thank you to Mark Ward of the accounting firm of Ernst & Young. These are the results.
Let's see.
The fourth runner-up for Miss USA, Connecticut.
The third runner-up is Minnesota.
The second runner-up is Indiana. Ladies, please come down and join us.
If for any reason the new Miss USA can't fulfill her duties, the first runner-up will take over. The first runner-up is Kansas.
And so, Miss USA 2002, District of Columbia. As Miss USA 2002.
If you'd like more information about being a part of the Miss USA competition, go to our website at www.missusa.com.
That's it, everybody.